number 3, failure, is Sun, sort of with a bit of IBM in there, JavaOS. So back in 1996, Sun invented this new thing called Java. And the cool thing, the cool kids were going to use Java because Java was just in time compiled. So you could write these programs, and without having to go through this huge stinking process, you would run this on a real-time compiler, which could easily be ported between architectures. So if you're running on, the Solaris chips, you were running on x86, you were running on PowerPC, this was going to be the one ring that ruled them all. So they came out with these JavaOS Java stations, which are everywhere now, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay, why? What happened? Well, they targeted the business thing, which meant you had to have Solaris servers in the background. Solaris servers weren't cheap, right? So this was supposed to replace SunOS Solaris on the presentation layer, but you were supposed to buy a whole bunch of SunOS Solaris stuff in your back room, right? So what does this sound like if you're a sophisticated computer user? Sounds like X Windows, doesn't it? Multi-user login to a mainframe, except you're running stuff in your local, which means it's faster, right? No. Java has never been accused of being a high-performance system. So that was what really killed it, and it had a very weak ecosystem. So what was interesting, the fallout of this, though, is that Sun sort of stepped back to Solaris and that environment, which would be X Windows, because the cost of high-performance hardware was just doing this, right? They bet their money that high-performance hardware was going to continue to be expensive. Intel came out there and kicked over their house. And more to that, so did Microsoft with Windows NT derivatives down the line. They turned out to be quite good, but they went back to an X Windows world. And ultimately, Sun was acquired by Oracle, but parts of the Java OS runtime are still around here and there, right?
Yeah.
Running in embedded devices, industrial stuff. But I would argue what really killed it was that Linux got really good. You could connect to a Solaris box with a Linux box really easily.